6 weeks after the earthquake, I walked the streets in Port-au-Prince, collapsed buildings everywhere, and I couldn't escape the haunting reality of the estimated 200,000 plus lives lost here. Many Haitians say even that figure is much too low, which wasn't hard to believe because finding a house that was still standing and in livable condition was a rare exception. It's estimated that at least 1 million people are displaced from their homes, and even those with homes have no electricity or running water. In the clinics and food distribution centers, there was seemingly endless lines of people waiting, sometimes a whole day, to receive some of the aid that was available. Thousands of bodies still lie under the concrete rubble, painfully difficult to clear without the help of heavy machinery. Legal documents and records blew through the streets outside the National Courthouse. And even now, tons of food, water, and medicine lie waiting at the airport and docks as the government tries to tax the incoming aid to profit from the disaster and the suffering of the people. It's easy for anyone to look at the situation and be overwhelmed with a sense of helplessness because of the magnitude of need. I spent just 3 weeks in Haiti. I don't assume to be an expert or even that I can adequately assess the gravity of the situation, but I know that one of the simplest and greatest practical examples of love is to clothe the naked and feed the hungry, and there's ample opportunity here for that. And though the problems the Haitian people are facing aren't going to go away anytime soon, many remain hopeful and encouraged that their nation can change. The earthquake in Haiti was one of the deadliest in history, but much of the problems here are nothing new, and they're as complex as they are desperate. But I believe that now there's more need than ever for those that are willing to dedicate themselves to the rebuilding of this nation. That Haiti would be a nation built on foundations of love, an opponent of political and social injustices, and a blessing to the world. These unique and beautiful people are not defeated easily, and as you walk through the streets, the smiles on their faces testify of their endurance. If it's not our priority to spend ourselves on the needy and loose the chains of injustice in our world, what are we left with? In my opinion, just a shell of an existence, a pretense of compassion. The cries of the oppressed cannot go unheard. From child sex slaves in Cambodia to the poverty and corruption in Haiti, love must be tangible. It cannot be a concept. It can only be demonstrated in action, and unless we understand this, we will never see the change we are always talking about. In a world where information and communication is more readily available than ever before, we no longer have an excuse of ignorance. And now that we know about the issues, we're faced with the decision of how we'll react.